policy on logbook is important. The purpose is to provide an effective communication link and to ensure proper follow-up and follow-through. Procedure: housekeeping logbook. All incidents, messages, information, and follow-up must be recorded in the housekeeping logbook. Each record must be entered separately and must reflect the date and time of entry, the name of the person making such entry, details of the entry, and the party informed to follow up. Each day must begin with a new page. Each page of the logbook is divided into different columns. At the end of the shift, the admin assistant or the linen keeper checks the logbook and endorses properly to the housekeeping supervisors all unattended messages, incidents, information, and follow-up. So do we have that logbook? We don't. So we are implementing that from today, right? Do you understand what we're talking about? Yes, we are implementing that from today. There was an incident. A guest in the room said, "I don't want my room to be cleaned," and the person called the front office. And for some reason, the person's room was cleaned, and she claimed that something was missing. And I said, "Nobody should clean my room." When we started to trace it, front office said, "I told housekeeping department." Housekeeping said, "Front office didn't tell me." Do you understand? So in order to protect your department and to protect you, you see why you have to implement this. So you need to have your communication between housekeeping and other departments, instructions from the guest, just in case the guest is not dealing with you directly. They call front office to say, "This is what I want in my room," and front office calls you to tell you, "How do you document it? Do you have anything? Do you have anything to document the information from front office to housekeeping?" Page is supposed to, every day is supposed to start on a new page, which means that the people who are in custody of the logbook, this housekeeping logbook, anything that is not resolved, Chairman, you're sleeping, no? Tomorrow night you will say you were part of the training. So, are you hearing what I'm saying? Every day you open a new sheet of the logbook so that things that were not resolved, you transfer to the next day. All right? And you continue to follow up. As long as it's in your shift, always find out what you need to follow up on and follow up. Now, housekeeper and public area attendant logbook. Before the end of the shift, the housekeeper and the public area attendant will write down or inform the housekeeping administrator of the following: all matters of importance, all handover instructions, guest incidents, requests and preference, any other matters that everybody should know. Something happened at the wall after a wedding, that the door, the glass was broken or shattered, right? Who were those that were around during that incident? Who were the housekeepers that were responsible? Yes. Yes. Are they here?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Did you document it? You see? Did you document it? I hope you know that if the security people were not able to get in touch with the people that did that, people say you did it, and you have to pay. Can you see how dangerous it is? We will say, as far as we are concerned, you were posted to that area to ensure that the place is clean, it's tidy, and things are intact. And there is no communication logbook to say that this thing happened, though. Do you understand? This thing happened. Because it's expected that when it happened, you will clean it, right? And not even throw it away. You will clean it and keep it to one side for evidence until the case is cleared by the security. You clean it up so that they come and say, what happened? You say to them, where are the particles? You will show them, see where it is. Do you understand? So can you see why log? So now that means we are supposed to have two housekeeping logbooks, one for the room and one for the You report every single incident so that by the time the security people say this thing happened, your own book will say this thing happened. It is now two voices. Is that not so? Then we can confirm that yes, it was a third party, another person that did it. So you make sure that the supervisor on duty, you quickly come and tell them this is what happened though. Or I went to clean the toilet and I noticed that there was a phone inside. You report it. If not, tomorrow they will say you stole the phone. Who did you tell? Did you document it? No. So do you see the importance of documenting? We are still talking about the logbook, and we say that there are two types, one in the housekeeping rooms, the other one in the public area. Now, before the start of duty, housekeeper and public area attendant to read the logbook and acknowledge reading it. And before the end of his shift, housekeeper and public area attendant logs down all necessary information. So you are to communicate to the supervisors. They write it and write the name of the person who reported it. The housekeeper is supposed to sign it. The person taking over from the shift must also sign that I read and I acknowledge the message that has been transferred. So can you see? So the person who is taking over must sign. The person who is passing the information must do what? Sign. Housekeeping supervisor reads the logbook of housekeeper and public area attendant before the start of duty, acknowledge it and take action on endorsement if necessary. So that is all about this particular logbook.